The level of this double standards for most of you football content creators, just because of stanship and because you are a fan to a particular team, is the reason why sometimes people get so irrational or say some terrible things. I used to say this. I'm of the opinion that irrespective of the club you support, first you should be a football lover. You should be a football fan before a club fan, because if you're a football lover, it will open your eyes to be rational about some topics. After the match we watched from Bournemouth and Manchester United, a lot of their creators came out and they've been crying. They've been wailing about this Ahmad situation, it being a penalty, not being a penalty, saying they were robbed by VAR and all of that. And I'm here to remind you all that a couple of weeks ago I came out and I said that Chelsea were robbed. I complained about the refereeing, I complained about the VAR, I complained about everything. Before that, I came out to say Crystal Palace were robbed of a goal because of VAR saying the nose of Sarr was offside. Before that, I came out to say one match Arsenal played, I don't know, was it against Nottingham Forest, should have been a penalty for Arsenal, but it was denied. VAR and the officials and the referee denied Arsenal the penalty. I've always been saying, anytime I see a wrong call from VAR or referees, I always say it. But you know my problem with most of you creators, you don't say stuff as they are, not because you don't know the truth, but because you allow stanship and your love for a particular club cloud your judgment. And then instead of putting football in front, you put your club in front. See, pray that VAR and referee does not happen to you when you need it the most. Yes, losing points in this time of the season for Manchester United is very, very, very bad, because they need to try to qualify for the Champions League next season. Now, all of these small mistakes here and there is what is going to cost them points. I believe it was a penalty yesterday on Amad Diallo. Yes, I believe it was a penalty. If you look at it from an angle, you feel, oh, he was not going to score, but I believe it was a penalty, but it was not given, right? And then Harry Maguire knocks the Bournemouth player down with almost a similar tackle, and he gets a red card, and it was a penalty. Now, if you are not trying to be biased or unintelligent, you would know that when this thing does not happen to your club, you should not be laughing at others, or you should not, it doesn't warrant you not putting out your voice to say, oh, this is actually wrong. If you see something that is wrong, say it, because it might actually catch up with your club one day. It might happen to you one day, and then if you come out and start crying, it will look like you are being irrational, or it will look like you are being foolish, because when it happened to another club, you said it was not a big deal, but now it happened to your club and you're crying. It's just an advice, right? Most of you creators, if you want to talk about football, talk about it and leave stanship aside, because when you start using banter to cover up and not say things the way they are, one day to catch up with you. And this was exactly what happened to Manchester United yesterday. Yes, to me that was a penalty. I think Amad Diallo should have been given a penalty, and it goes to show that the refereeing and officiating of the Premier League is terrible. They really, really need to do better. PGMOL needs to do better. There need to be sanctions attached in place for referees that do not give right calls or give wrong calls. Yes, there should be sanctions attached, and clubs should not have to be suffering this because of one person or two people or three persons mistakes. Yes, I just think it was a penalty, but I hope Manchester United fans and all other fan bases learn to say things the way they are, not because of rivalry, but because one day it might also happen to their team.